The easiest way to start this process is to trim off any excess fat around the side, but leave enough, maybe a ½ inch, so that if you're creating a confit, that fat will shrink up nicely around the meat. You want to start by removing the femur. If you make an incision on the left and right side of the femur, you can then slide your knife underneath, creating a handle that you can then use by lifting up the femur and scraping that bone and meat away with the hilt of your knife. That curvature cuts along the edge of that bone really nicely, allows you to scrape down the meat so that it stays with the thigh. And then when you get to that hinge joint, you can then cut the tendons on either side and just remove that femur very neatly and cleanly. Save those bones for stock. Nothing will get wasted. Then to continue the process, you can French the leg bone if you choose to, making a radial cut, almost like a sock, all the way around, and then make a vertical cut straight down towards the knuckle. If you cut all the way through all those tendons, you can then take your knife and scrape down and use the tip of your knife to pull. What we're trying to do is remove a lot of that skin and cartilage and tendon by just scraping and pulling. When you get to the part of the process where most of it is removed, you can then take your butcher knife and finish the process by just trimming it at a slight angle. Be really careful to only trim that top part of the knuckle, because if you go any further down, it will splinter that leg bone. So a nice clean diagonal incision like that will give you a nice finished presentation when you're cooking or braising. Another trick is to push the meat down slightly, create a football shape with the leg before putting it in the braise or confit.